Hey everyone, welcome back to That's Some Idea. I'm Erica. If you are returning, hey. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and come hang out. Happy Halloween to everyone. I'm fully decked out in Halloween today. I'm so excited. Right down to my earrings and to my new mug. Let us all know, are you headed out this evening for trick-or-treating? Are you headed out for a costume party? Are you manning the front door for trick-or-treaters? Or are you taking littles out if you have them? Let us all know in the comments below. My kids have their costumes. We will be heading out a little later this afternoon to start, and then probably order a pizza and just veg on candy and pizza. That's usually our tradition. Let us all know what you do in the comments below. I have an Ollies haul today. I got a coupon in the mail for 10% off, and I said, you know what? I have to go back in for cereal. And I have a coupon. I did go back in for cereal. I did get cereal. And I got everything else. And I'm going to share it with you. So without further ado, grab a drink and let's get into this haul. The first thing I did grab was a big box of cereal. And for $3.99, I got the family size of Fruit Loops. Can't go wrong. Kids love cereal. I love cereal. I'm just a big kid. So grab that. I also grabbed again, I grabbed this previously, again, because I'm a big kid and sometimes you just need sugar. And my daughter loves this too. For $2.29, the Captain Crunch Oops All Berries. Just sometimes days are rough and you just need a big bowl of sugary cereal. Can anybody relate? Pick that up. For quick and easy breakfasts on the go, I did grab two of these. These were, where's the price? Where'd it go? There it is. These were $1.99 a piece. There's 5 pouches to the box. These are the Pop-Tarts Crunchy Poppers, and these are strawberry. These are really easy to have breakfast on the go in the morning when littles don't want to go. So 2 boxes of that. And the last sort of foodie find that I grabbed while I was there is more for me and my husband, because we are definitely the Reese's lovers in the house. And then if you are a parent and you do take your children trick-or-treating, let us know in the comments below if you do have a parent tax, because I have a parent tax and it is for the Reese's chocolate in their candy bags. But that's a funny sidebar. But I did pick this up. This was $6.99. This is Reese's dipped animal crackers. These are cookies in chocolate, Reese's flavored. Yep, my husband has been eyeing this bag and I told him he can't have it until I film. So now that I'm filming, he can have it later. But I'm so excited for this. Yes, parent tax, yes. And then speaking of my husband is a huge Friends TV series fan. He loved the series growing up. We both did. It's just, you know, if you ask him what his favorite thing was watching growing up, he'll tell you it was Friends. And so I found this for him. And I got it for $4.99. And this is the Friends, the television series, the official advent calendar, 25 days of surprises with mini books, mementos, and more. And it looks like this. And it's in this sort of Mylar container. We're gonna pull it out. This plastic, easy plastic pull apart container. Don't tell them we're pulling it apart, but we're gonna look inside. Pull this out. Look like that. We're gonna open it. Oh, there's a piece of tissue paper protecting the inside. We're gonna take that off. See the tissue paper? Put that up there. Look at this. Look at all the pockets and all the goodies. I'm so excited. Where's number 1? I see number 2. Number 2 is the stockings. Ah, there it is, number 1. Number 1 has the coffee mug. The coffee mug. And it says, wow, Monica's letting other people help her decorate her tree. Did someone get her drunk and that's quoted by Ross. So there's lots of quotes. And just all the memorabilia of Friends. So I think he's really, really gonna like this. So pick that up for him. I'm gonna put the tissue back in there, and then we'll put it back in the Mylar bag in a little bit. Don't tell him we opened it. And then I went a little hog wild on books. I did. I grabbed books for myself. I grabbed a book for my son to put in his Christmas collection, and we're gonna go through them. The first two books I got, because I'm just silly and I love Christmas themed books and avid watcher of the Hallmark Channel. Yes, at Christmas time. But I grabbed two. The first one I got for $1.99, and it's called The Christmas Company by Alice Murray. And it does say Hallmark Publishing. It's this little tiny book. And then the back of it says, she's out to save the town from a real live Scrooge. And we all know with these books, Christmas comes and saves the day. So pick this up for a fun read this Christmas time. And then I grabbed A Country Village Christmas by Susan Snow. And this was $2.99. It's a little bit bigger. And then it says, can the magic of Christmas bring two lost souls together? Yes, it can. In the world of Hallmark, it can. So pick that up. I did pick up a book for my little guy to put in his Christmas gifts. He's obsessed with animals. He's obsessed with reptiles. He's obsessed with bugs. He's obsessed with sea creature life. And so I found this while I was there. This is a hardback book, and this was $4.99, and it's called Wow in the World. And then it says Wow in the Wild, the Amazing World of Animals. And it is a almost like a comic read with lots of scientific facts about animals. And so there's illustrations along with, there's illustrations, almost like this comic-like story about animals in the wild. And then it is also mixed in with actual imagery of the actual animal itself. You can kind of see. I just thought that was so cool for a little kid to read. So pick that up for him. To be quiet so no one hears me. I did pick up I picked up a book that is a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a spin-off to C.S. Lewis, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I loved C.S. Lewis as a kid. I loved to read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I loved all of those books. And so this book is written by Patty Callahan, and it was $3.99, and it's called Once Upon a Wardrobe. And it says, where did Narnia come from? The answers will change everything. And this talks about a woman named Meg Devonshire is brilliant with numbers and equations and on a scholarship at Oxford and dreams of solving the greatest mysteries of physics. But when her brother George is ill and is fighting for his life, he becomes captivated by the book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And so she goes to visit the author and to learn about where Narnia comes from. And obviously, she's not going to be told where it comes from. But it says, why won't Mr. Lewis just tell her plainly what her brother wants to know? The answer will reveal to Meg many truths that science and math cannot. And the gift she thought she was giving to her brother, the story behind Narnia, turns out to be his gift to her, hope. So super excited about this one. More than likely another Christmas time read. Love that. I grabbed the first 3 books in this series because the other 2 were not in the store at Ollies, so I'll be on the hunt for them. And I have said on other hauls, if I find a book or a series that I like, I will go to places like Half Price Books or eBay or even Amazon used books, like a used bookseller. and get the other copies for a fraction of the cost. And then, I'm, saving my money that way because I'm getting the books discounted where I don't have to pay full price for the whole series. But this series is called the Darricot Tales, and it is by Melanie Dickerson. And they look like this. They have women on the front. And these books are about medieval England in the 1300s. And it's the story about women in medieval England. The first one is about a young woman whose family, her father is an earl, and her father and her brothers are accused of treason, and they're thrown in the Tower of London. And she must work to get them out. And you can see here the Tower of London. I've actually been there. I've seen it. So there's that one. The second one is called Castle of Refuge. And this is by a daughter of a Viscount. This is about a daughter of a Viscount. We can't get the stories out. And she becomes sick and she needs assistance. And so it's about like more medical, the story of medicine in medieval England. That's the second one. And the third one is called The Veil of Winter. And this is actually about a French princess that is basically traded in marriage to England during medieval England. And it's about her story of her life getting there and, getting through the mountains and getting into England. So I thought these would be cool reads. And there's obviously a bit of romance in those too, but it's more about the women in medieval England. And the last four things that I grabbed that are more book-like are these. These are workbook journals. And they look like this, and they have a really nice elastic on them and this pretty gold foiling on the top of them. And I'm saving these for 2026. I'm getting more into New Year's resolutions that are more restful and more mindful. Mental health is a very big thing for me. And in the world that I work in my job that I work in, mental health is a very, very big deal. And so I'm not someone that, when you make a New Year's resolution, I'm not someone that tries to go really, really hard, because a lot of times, when you do that, you don't tend to stick to it. And so for me, it's more about learning to slow down, find healthy habits, stick to them, bring them into your lifestyle. And so I grabbed these 4 books. The first one is Finding Your Peace. It looks like this. And this goes through understanding the movement of your body and stretching and meditation and affirmations, breathing and, finding ways to find inner peace. And so it's a workbook to work through. The next one is about finding your strength. This is more about mental strength. And this one goes through understanding ways to soothe anxiety and depression, helping yourself when you need to when you're overthinking, getting yourself ready for meaningful night's sleep, full night's rest to be able to get up in the morning, understanding how, your body reacts when there's too much media attention that you're taking and how to step back, building boundaries, all those kinds of things in this workbook. You can see the pretty flowers. The next one is Finding Your Calm. I love this. It's got a big humpback whale on it. And this one goes a little bit more into tools for anxiety, burnout, stress, and ways to calm yourself down, focus, find your center again, and, you know, tips and tricks on how to do those things. So that's that workbook. And the last workbook is about finding good habits for yourself. And it's this pretty yellow. Yellow is my favorite color, the sun on it. And this goes through a lot of tools for building trackers, to track your habits, of potentially when you might get triggered for anxiety, or stress or burnout, and ways to see the signs, and then, you know, finding the habit of when to calm down, when to step away, take a break, all of those kinds of things. Familiarity is not always your friend, which is very true, especially when you do live and you work in an environment that may be very high stakes or requires a lot of mental attention. And you need to recognize when it's okay to take a step back and build a habit of, I need to rest now to recharge. So I'm very big about that. And I wanted to bring these into 2026 for myself, as more of a resolution for mindful meditation, mindful reflection, versus more of the gung-ho sort of New Year's resolution. Again, nothing wrong with gung-ho New Year's resolutions, but I wanted to try something different this year. And then the last few things in this haul are, whoop, I hit you with what I'm going to show you. Crafty goodness. I grabbed one of these. There are 2 craft cover scrapbooks in this box. And this was, where'd it go? This was $4.99. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the cover, and then we're gonna open it because I haven't opened it yet. This is by Arteza. Arteza is a wonderful crafting brand. And you can see there, this is what they're gonna look like. These are 8.5 by 11. There's 40 sheets to the book, and that's 169 pound paper. And we've talked about substrates before. With that sort of poundage, that means that the substrate paper inside is very thick. So let's open this. I'm gonna get that plastic off. I'll have a mess to clean up after. Oh. Okay. So cool. There's 2 in here. Now, if you are a scrapbooker, this is a dream. See that? A little ribbon. This is what the front looks like. This could be a blank canvas. This could be a blank canvas. Anything you wanted. Let's open it. Look at that paper. Perfect blank canvas. This is very, very thick cardstock. You can see, you can hear it. So it sounds heavy. So that is that 169 pound cardstock substrate. And there's 40 sheets to each of these books. Now you can use these as scrapbooking. You can use these as junk journaling, theme journaling. You can, you can attach other substrate paper to this, like notebook paper, and create a giant journal for yourself that's really lovely and wonderful. You can, decorate this for a friend. These are amazing blank canvases for things like, wedding albums and things that you can build. Things for your guest to see if you're getting married or baby showers, anything. The possibilities are endless. For $4.99 for 2 of these? What? Yeah, into the cart they went. I'm so excited. There's those. And then we'll get into more. There's one other Arteza thing that I found, and it is a 24 count of felt pens. And this was, I believe this was $5.49 for me. I don't know where let's see here. No, $6.29. Whoops. It's a little bit more. It was $6.29. Still not bad for Arteza. Arteza is a wonderful, wonderful craft brand. So $6.29 for 24 of these. These are the classic colors. You get 2 colors each. You can see there on the back. I got these for coloring. Love that. These are what they look like. Grab that. I grabbed 5 of these at $1 a piece. I loved this cardstock. This is, I forget what the word is for this. Embossed, that's the word. This is embossed, and it looks like this. I'm trying not to have that glare, but it looks like bubbles. A pretty holographic bubble cardstock paper. This is heavy cardstock. Does it give me the weight? It's 8.5 by 11. It's embossed foil paper. It doesn't give me what the weight is, but this is pretty thick. So I did grab 5 of these just to cut them out, put them in things. Love that. And then I grabbed 1 of these for border work. This is 5 pieces. This was $1. This is by Bo Bunny, Fanciful Flourishes. And this is a flourishing stamp. Stamp flourish to do border work, to do corners. I love that. So grabbed 1 of those. $1 for that. I grabbed 2 of these at, did I grab 2 of them? Let's see. What did I do here? I don't even know what I did. I just went hog wild, to be quite honest with you. These were also $1. I loved the colors in these. Theme stickers. These are more summery oriented, but lots of just ice cream treats and summer treats. I loved those to put in planners. $1 a piece for those. And these have 32 stickers in them a piece. I grabbed just 1 of these. 34 pieces. I grabbed these really pretty gold and glitter stars. I loved those. So pretty. 1 of those. These don't have to just go on paper. You can see that you can stick it on a computer back. You can put them on frames, on glasses. So they're a little bit more versatile. Loved that. And then these were also $1 a piece, and I grabbed these for my planner. I grabbed 1 12-piece of just sayings that look like this. You are worthy of joy, love, and respect. You're stronger than you think. Again, getting really mindful with these journals. So 1 of those. I grabbed 1 of these. This is 72 pieces, and this is more about loving your body and getting stronger with movement. Yoga, dance, cardio, exercise, walking, all the good things that we need to be doing. And then the last one I grabbed was this one. This is 42 pieces of people. Again, being mindful, relaxing. Take time for you. I love that. There's a big theme going on here. Exhale, breathe, relax, and enjoy. So that one as well. And the last 3 things are these, and I couldn't believe they had these. I grabbed 3 of them. These were $1 a piece, and they are these fantastic circular alpha stickers. What? They look like typewriter keys. Love these. So cool. And there's numbers on the back, and there's symbols that you can use, like a typewriter. I had to. 3 of those. Yep. And that is everything that I got from Ollies. I did have a coupon in the mail. I got a 10% off coupon so that I could apply everything, because I did go hog wild. But intentionally hog wild now. Let us all know what your favorite item was. Let us know what you're finding at Ollie's. Are you starting to prep for Christmas time, for gifts or things for yourself that you're getting mindful of for the year? Are you stocking up your pantry? Or do you just grab a treat for yourself? Let us all know in the comments below, and I will see you all on the next go around.